potential is not just your resume. It's not just your title. There's potential in all of us. And as a leader, it's kind of incumbent upon us to explore, who has that potential? Where is that potential? Do you give the right people, seats at the table? Do you make sure there's enough seats at the table? And it's not just the kid who went to Harvard or the kid with all the medals or the kid who's real loud about what he or she does. Like, I mean, there's potential everywhere. And it's incumbent upon leaders to figure out that. So I thought that was special. And it's like, cool things that like people came up with, the ingenuity, always fascinated me. Like before, DARPA figured out ground penetrating radar and a bunch of other cool, whiz bang shit. We used to have our mechanics mount these huge metal bars on the front of our Humvees with little chains. And the whole goal was like, well, if, we were going to cross passive infrared, ideally it would blow the front of the Humvee, not the cab. And it would just offset it by, 10 feet or so, just enough to survive. Then they started daisy chaining their IEDs, and it was always trying to come up with who could be more ingenious about how to defeat some sort of threat. But that wasn't DARPA research coming up with that. There was some mechanics being like, hey, I got an idea.
Ingenuity, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So I loved watching that, and so I think that like. One of the things, my biggest takeaways from a service was, if nobody's ever read it, there's a book called Startup Nation. And it's all about what the role service played in Israel with their entrepreneurial ecosystem, with their innovation ecosystem. And I think America's kind of lost sight of that. Like, we have trained some incredible people in some incredible situations, and then they get out and they don't really know how to apply that. Like, do I have to be just a security contractor? If I was an XO, do I just go get into supply chain management? Like, no, you can do anything. You can go work on Goldman. You can go work at Goldman, go work on Wall Street. You can go work. You can do anything you want to do if you have served in our military, especially, during the last 25 years, because the ability to think outside of the box, organizational leadership, team building, collaboration, working under high pressure situations, all of that is what's required to be successful in the private sector. And so I hope that people, appreciate and learn not only what, veterans have done, but veterans appreciate and learn what they've done. So